Hi, I'm Darnell at Wave Over Recipes. Today, I'm going to be cooking up some fresh turkey burgers in the Instant Omni Pro air fry oven. And we're going to see how it does with those turkey burgers right now. Alright, so let's go over the ingredients for this cook. Got myself some organic ground turkey here. So that'll be the, turkey for this turkey burger, and it's fresh ground turkey. Also got some Goya adobo seasoning that I'll be using to season up these turkey burgers, along with some black pepper so that we have some freshly ground black pepper in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get the ground turkey out and basically start making up my patties and then getting them seasoned up with the adobo and the pepper. About to say salt, but the adobo has the salt in it, and we'll add some pepper to that. It has a good mix of like salt and garlic. And I forgot to mention, it's 1 pound of ground turkey, by the way, if you're wondering how much ground turkey I have here. So just making myself one patty, and I could have mixed the, and I probably should have mixed the seasoning into the patty before I, started forming it into a patty. So that's one step that I did neglect there. You do want to season up your meat before you make it into your, basically your patties. So I'm going to go ahead and just, season up the meat and then really pound it out into the patties. Alright, so now I've got seasoning all on my meat, and now I just kind of mix it up into the, basically, grind it into the meat and then make a patty out of it. And with this patty that I've made, I'm going to put a dimple in the middle. That helps to keep the patty as it's cooking from basically bubbling up inside in the middle. I guess I'll make about 3 of these patties. About 3. So I got like one huge one there. Guess I could have made 2 like maybe big 8-ounce ones, but I'll make these 2 a little smaller. Now the dilemma I will have with this, since I made one much bigger than the other 2, is that one is going to cook much slower than the other 2, but we're going to go along with that anyway. Just dimple this one here, and even though I could make, all of them equal size for equal time cook, sometimes I just like doing things differently for the sake of just because it's different. So here we've got a few patties, 1 big, 2 small. And I've got my iGrill 2 here. I'm just going to use a meat probe in this big one that will be in the back of the cooker to measure temp. And I know that that means that the other 2 probably will cook more than this big one in the back, but I go into that knowing what I'm doing intentionally, just because that's how I like to do it. So basically setting the cooker now to air fry, and for the temperature I'm going to use let's do 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I can try that meat probe again, I guess, that comes with the cooker. I think some of you, I've tried it in an earlier cook and I didn't like the results, but I'll try it again. I keep on I guess kind of just overlooking it or forgetting it even has a built-in meat probe, but I guess we'll try it again. I think that if I try it this time and it doesn't give me results that I like, which I'm kind of expecting might happen, but I'm not certain, then I will probably just stop using it. So I've got the meat probe here for the cooker, and going to go ahead and stick that into the meat probe jack. Sorry for my arms getting in the way. And going to put the probe in the one that is basically the biggest one that I've got going. I guess I can't keep it out of the cooker before the preheat like this. You know, I like to kind of get a preheat going before I, you know, start to cook, but I think that I'm just not going to be able to do that with these burgers. It's not going to reach like I want it to. So I basically got the probe in there, and this probe has not been reliable in an earlier cook, so I'm kind of like preparing myself to possibly be disappointed with what I get in the end from this, but we'll see. And it just came out. Guess I should have put my burger in, put the burgers in and all before I got the thing in there. So basically got a, you know, the cord is short. So I guess, you know, just kind of showing you how it goes with the real cook. You know, it's, the cord is short, it's kind of difficult to get in there. So if the cord were longer, I could do my preheat with the food outside of the cooker the way I like, but we'll just go with it. So we've got our food in there. And so now I'm going to hit the air fry, and my target temperature I'm going to leave at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. For the oven temperature, I'm going to bring that down to 400. So let's see, bring that down to 400. So there we got 400 degrees with a probe target temp of 165 on air fry, and going to hit start with that. And it'll just have to be in there through the preheat and through the actual cook as well. So gonna just let things cook and bring you on back. Alright, so it cooked for 14 minutes and then things came to an abrupt end before I could get the camera going. So going to just really quick get in here and check the temp. We'll see, well, this darn probe is in the way. So let's see if I can get that. Ooh, see if I can get that out without burning myself. Kind of dangerous. But let's check one. Yeah, it's like 149, okay? This one in the back, it's in the 150s. I mean, I got the probe in there, and where I got the probe, it's in the 150s. I mean, this thing just stopped. I don't really like their meat probe. This is the second time it's failed me. I think it doesn't give a very good read, in my opinion. I don't think it gives a good read. So, just basically going to hit air fry, leave it at 400. I'm going to give it like another 5 minutes, like this. And I'll bring you back in 5. Alright, so I just let the preheat run and then let it cook for 1 minute because that preheat ran for so long. I'm pretty sure things are well overcooked at this point, but this is the second time, I stress, the second time I've used that meat probe, and I've done it in different meats, so I know it's not like I mispositioned the probe and, you know, that was a problem sometime. I've done it a couple of times. So yeah, this one here is like, that one I think is done. And that one, I guess, you know, just in case it's not, we'll just let it carry over, but we'll say that the cook, you know, it went about, you know, I guess I'll have to put on the screen what I estimate from the time that it finished, because I had the camera on. I'll just see what time I had for the total time of the cook. But basically you see the completed burgers there. They're a little, you know, heavily cooked on top. Got myself some homemade whole wheat bread here. I'm just going to basically cut it in half here. I've got myself some mayo here. Just going to put that on the, what will be the bottom of my burger there. And I'm going to get that big one out of the back there. But, you know, all I can recommend is use your own meat probe. I don't trust their meat probe, but I guess overall it doesn't, you know, turn me off to the cooker as a whole. I'm not going to like return the whole cooker over the fact the probe isn't accurate. I got plenty of my own probes. But something to keep in mind there. I don't think their probe is very accurate, but some of you who get this cooker, I'd definitely like to hear from you how yours does as far as measuring temp of meats if you use it or try using it. But there's our completed turkey burger there. So we'll go ahead and try a taste test of this. Alright, so we got a completed juicy looking turkey burger here, so thank God for this, and we'll go ahead and try and bite into some meat here. So even at, you know, cut in half, my bread's kind of big, but let's taste. Turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty good. It's not dried out inside, it's moist inside. Tastes good. So the cooker did good. Don't like the meat probe. I mean, that's all I can say. Second time I've tried using it. Second time it hasn't worked out for me. Using two different types of meat, so I know it's not like a positioning type of issue. I'm pretty certain that the probe reads low. You know, and I haven't seen a way in the manual to calibrate their probe. It would be nice if their probe could be calibrated. Then I could just calibrate it up and it'd probably be okay, but no way on that meat probe. Use my own, use your own, unless you find that yours works better. But, you know, all the same, you can cook up some nice turkey burgers in this cooker. You know, just let the meat probe go and enjoy your turkey burgers, cooking them without it. Now, basically you can check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can also see in the video description my cookbook for sale, other ways to help the channel, referral link, all that good stuff. And, you know, that helps the channel pay the same price. But with all of that said, if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.